If you own a home here in Phoenix, I'm willing to bet you've asked yourself one big question. What is it actually worth? Well, today, we're going to dive into the exact roadmap for finding its true value, from those quick online guesses to the expert opinion you can literally take to the bank.
It's a question every homeowner has. You see one number on a website, your neighbor tells you something completely different, but what's the real hard figure? In this explainer, we're going to walk through how you can find a reliable answer.
So where does pretty much everyone start these days? Yep, online. These instant home value estimators are the go-to first step for millions of people, and for a really good reason. They're fast, they're free, and boom, you've got a number in seconds.
What's the magic behind these sites? Well, it's something called an automated valuation model, or AVM for short. Think of it like a super smart computer program that just vacuums up huge amounts of public data. Recent sales in your area, tax records, that kind of stuff, and then crunches it all to spit out a ballpark estimate.
And here in the Phoenix market, we've got a fascinating variety of these tools. You have the big names, of course, like Zillow and Redfin, which show you comparable sales. But you also find some more specialized options, like HomeLight, which actually tries to factor in your home's condition. And even some hyper-local tools like the Arizona Living Group, which was built specifically for our market.
Okay, but here's where it gets a little tricky. You've probably done this. You check 3 different sites and you get 3 totally different numbers. So why is that? It's not a mistake. It's actually a direct reflection of the unique challenges right here in the Phoenix real estate market. Let's dig into why those numbers can be all over the map.
Come on, you know the feeling, right? You pull up Zillow and get this amazing number. You're practically a millionaire. And then you hop over to Redfin and it kind of brings you back down to earth. This is a super common frustration, and it's because all these algorithms are using slightly different secret formulas.
So here's the heart of the issue. Each of these online tools weighs data differently, and that's in a market that's always changing. Prices can shift really fast in places like Central Phoenix, and the algorithms sometimes struggle to keep up. But honestly, the most important thing is this: no computer can see inside your home. It has no idea about that brand new kitchen you just installed, or if your roof needs a little bit of work.
And location, location, location. In Phoenix, it is everything. A home in a central zip code like 85014 can have a totally different value from a very similar home just a few miles away in 85086. These super local neighborhood trends are exactly the kind of nuance a national algorithm can easily miss.
All right, so the online tools give us a good ballpark figure, but they definitely have their limits. So how do we get past that to a number we can actually count on? Well, there's a strategy for that.
Here's a simple 4-step process. First, start by getting estimates from 2 or 3 different online tools. That'll give you a range. Then, you got to do a little homework yourself. Look at what similar homes in your neighborhood have actually sold for recently. Third, pay attention to the current market trends. And then, for those really big decisions, it's time to call in a professional. And this part is absolutely crucial. When the stakes are high, I'm talking about listing your home for sale, refinancing your mortgage, or dealing with any kind of legal matter, an automated estimate just isn't going to cut it. Lenders, attorneys, courts, they all rely on the detailed report from a licensed appraiser. It really is the gold standard. So what does a pro's opinion look like here in Phoenix? Well, the source material points to a great example with a local company like Eagle Home Appraisal. You see, their entire focus is just the Phoenix metro area, and that can be a massive advantage over some national one-size-fits-all service. What you're really looking for is that deep, street-level knowledge. A local expert is going to understand all the little nuances that the national tools just miss, from downtown all the way to Central Phoenix. And it's that kind of expertise that gets you a clear, defensible value when you need it the most. So we have the instant online tools, and we have professional appraisers. The final piece of this puzzle is just knowing which tool is the right one for what you're trying to do. And honestly, the choice is pretty simple. Use those free online estimators when you're just curious, maybe tracking your home's equity, or planning a move way down the road. But the moment you need a reliable, legally defensible number for a major financial decision, like listing your house or appealing your taxes, that's when you invest in a local, licensed appraiser.
So there you have it. From the instant ballpark guess you get from an online tool, all the way to the precision of a professional appraisal, you now have the complete roadmap. The only question left is, are you ready to go find out what your home's true value really is?